You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning, everyone. It's now 7:01. Getting us started. We have a live look there in Union County. We've got a few clouds hanging out with us. Got a little upper level wave swinging its way on through. Probably not going to produce much in the way of precipitation, but is going to produce a few clouds here for the first part of the day. The clouds should break up for the second part of the day. Getting the kids off to school here this morning. Current temperatures are now in the 60s. It's a comfortable start to the day. And a live look there at 40 and West Hills this morning. Traffic is running smoothly to get the day started. So no issues on the roads so far this morning. So good Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday. Nice start to the day. Doesn't it feel refreshing? Have you been outside of the house yet? It feels refreshing already this morning. That's really going to be the story again today. But the other side of the story is a little bit of a pattern change that's going to set up shop and roll our direction. And as it does so, that's going to bring us increasing chances for a few scattered rain chances or rain showers by the end of the week into the upcoming weekend. So let's start you off first things first with a check of the observed high temperatures. It was a below average day yesterday. We only made it to 85 degrees. So it's been a nice little stretch of average to below average weather. When you look at the numbers, we were at 85 degrees in Knoxville. Average high is 88. 80 degrees in Crossville. Average is 83. Near average right there in Chattanooga and also in the Tri-Cities area with mid to upper 80s, which is average for this time of the year. Now, not much in the way of precipitation out there, even though we have the clouds hanging out with us this morning. We just don't have a lot of, we have a little bit of dry air in the low levels of the atmosphere, and this upper level wave we just don't have a lot of moisture to work with. Let's just say it that way. So likely not to see much activity. I think if we do, it'll likely be like Unicoi County, Johnson County, maybe Greene and Cott County up across the highest peaks of the Smokies because we have that northwesterly flow taking shape, and I think that's going to be the story for the next couple of days. Visibility-wise, no issues. No issues whatsoever here this morning. Good morning, Kimberly, Aaron, Krista. We've got Eva and Felicia and Krista joining us this morning. Probably missed several others, but look at these temps. Nice. Now, a little bit warmer than what we were yesterday. Why? Because the dew points are starting to climb, and that's going to be the story for the rest of the week. So your forecast for the day today, we're going to be right around 80 degrees for lunchtime. Not bad. It's going to be pretty nice. Again, these morning clouds will likely be with us as this little upper level wave swings its way through, but the clouds should start to break up a little bit. It's an elongated upper level piece of energy that's just helping to provide enough lift in the atmosphere to get the clouds, but not really enough to produce precipitation. Plus, we don't have a lot of available moisture to work with. But I think by 7 o'clock tonight, it should be great. When you look at your rainfall forecast, again, just kind of highlighting the highest peaks up towards Unicoi County, Johnson County, Carter County, and that's it. That's it for the day today. No really much moisture to work with. So highs will be back to those seasonal averages. We'll go north of Interstate 40. We'll be in the mid to upper 80s. South of Interstate 40, we'll be in the upper 80s to probably low 90s. Now, the humidity, the dew points are going to be a little bit higher across the southern valley versus north of Interstate 40. And so, therefore, we'll have a little bit more of a heat index value south of Interstate 40. Not much, but at about 2 to 3 degrees on top of the air temperatures here today. But that will elevate our heat stress just a little bit here this morning as well. Kimberly, we'll get there. We'll get to the dipping and dancing coming up here in just a few minutes. Anybody have a chance to get out and enjoy the evening yesterday? Felt good, didn't it? Just like this morning. The sun goes down. It's going to be like that this evening as well. We'll be around 85 by 6, but you can see we're not going to really have much of a heat index value. We'll drop down to about 75 degrees by 10 o'clock if you're still up and about. Maybe letting the dogs out before you head off to bed here tonight. 3-day forecasts, pretty average weather on the way all the way through Thursday. But again, the dew points start to climb. So this drier air mass that we've been experiencing, it fades away. And now that humidity comes back, that little warm blanket of moist air that is going to not only make it feel more humid, but will add to a little bit more of a heat index value as well. So let's talk about our next weather maker. It's going to arrive at the end of the weekend into the upcoming weekend. Of course, the Witchers are going camping this weekend, so why not? It's going to rain, right? So our next storm is in the upper Midwest by 7 o'clock Thursday morning. So this is picking up our timeline at Thursday at 7 o'clock in the morning. And now I threw on Futurecast accumulated rainfall, not just Futurecast model, but this shows you accumulated rainfall. It's this little upper level wave. Thursday into Friday starts to set up shop, so you can see by Friday morning, we'll start to see the edge of this rain start to settle on in. So I do think throughout the day on Friday, we will have scattered rain chances, and likely the case again on into our Saturday with more cloud coverage Friday, Saturday. Clouds at this, we got two model discrepancies, really, to be honest with you. The Euro has it lingering a little bit longer into Sunday, which would keep the clouds around longer, which would keep some scattered rain chances around longer. The GFS has the rain moving its way on out and the storm system moving on out. So it's only Tuesday. So we'll get a better idea as we get closer to the weekend how these all kind of come together. But generally speaking, not really looking at much in the way of rain all the way through Thursday. As we get into Friday, Saturday, here comes our rain chances. And then you add Sunday, Monday on top of that, and they don't really change much. So again, I don't think necessarily we'll have a whole lot of rain on Sunday. I think it's going to be more Friday and Saturday. And we'll likely pick up about a half an inch to an inch of rainfall, which, by the way, is going to be good news. So elevated rain chances Friday, Saturday. They start taper off Sunday, Monday timeframe. Again, we'll adjust Fridays and Saturdays rainfall percentages as we get closer to the weekend. Looks like probably Friday evening may be the best chance for some solid downpours. So with that said, like I said, we need the moisture, right? So we've had we picked up 2/100 of an inch of rain officially at McGee Tyson Airport on Thursday. But generally speaking, we've been dry for now, 9 days? We're going to add 10, 11, maybe 12 days on top of that of some dry weather, which, of course, U.S. Drought Monitor comes out every Thursday. So we're likely, if we don't start to get some moisture here soon, we're likely to start to see the drought creep its way back in. And speaking of which, moisture content, yeah, we're looking at average to maybe slightly below average when it comes to precipitation all the way through maybe about the middle and latter part of the month. Well, we're almost in the middle of the month. It's 13th. Through the latter part of the month, we may start to see average to slightly drier conditions, which is not good news because heading into September and October, well, we're going to be dry as well. Temperature-wise, average, again, remember the dew points start to climb a little bit as we get into our Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame. Dew points in the 70s, highs in the upper 80s. That's going to lead to heat index values pushing the low to mid 90s. So it is going to be a much hotter feeling to the air. However, with that said, I don't think we're going to have abundant sunshine. So therefore, that kind of mitigates how it feels as well, how we perceive the weather. If you have the heat and humidity and the sunshine, it makes it feel much hotter. But I would imagine as we get into the weekend, the heat stress kind of increases, but we'll have the rain chances increasing as well. All right, we'll get to the chat here in a minute. Anybody interested in the tropics? How about this? We are tracking the tropics. We've got Tropical Storm Ernesto now, by the way. That's a radar loop over the last satellite and radar loop over the last 48 hours. There's 24 hours. You can see how it's really gotten its act together. It's starting to take on a little bit more tropical characteristics. That's why it was upgraded to a tropical storm. So the latest information from the National Hurricane Center, winds are now maxed at 40 miles per hour. Next weather update from the National Hurricane Center is at 10. And it's moving to the west at 20 miles per hour, so moving right along. It's going to work its way through the northern part of the Lesser Antilles, into the Greater Antilles, out into the Atlantic, and then up towards Bermuda. And so it is looking like it's going to strengthen Thursday into, say, Saturday, Sunday as it works its way towards Bermuda, maybe as a Category 2 hurricane, so it's going to be more favorable to strengthen as it runs into a little bit warmer water. And the steering winds keeps it away from the U.S. and out into the Atlantic Ocean because high pressures hanging strong up towards Europe, and we've got a nice ridge of high pressure across the southeastern U.S., stretching all the way through the Bahamas and whatnot. So that's going to steer Ernesto on out of here. Looking ahead for temperatures, the 19th through the 23rd, maybe trending average to maybe slightly below average. So while we're talking about maybe a drier weather trend, maybe it's going to give us a nice little snippet and taste of fall again, like this last little bit. I know it's not really fall. I mean, we had still temperatures in the 80s. I know so many of you said it's not a taste of fall. Well, it kind of is because the mornings and the evenings have been so pleasant because of the drier air. So could we stick with that trend all the way through the latter part of the month? Maybe so. And if you're new to Wake Up with Witcher, download the East Tennessee Weather app if you don't have it yet. It's a simple, easy ask is what it is. Just go to your app store and search East TN Weather, all one word, and you get everything you need to know for weather right here in East Tennessee. Ask some of the locals right here on the chat this morning. And if you are joining us on Roku TV or Amazon Fire, remember, you can come to YouTube or Facebook to join in on the chat if you have anything going on. Let's see. Camping in the rain will be fun, says Julie. Says nobody ever. We're like, now listen, we're not camping in the campers, okay? We're not taking the campers up. We are actually staying in some cabins, so we're glamping. But my wife yesterday was like, great. Should we cancel? Like, what are we doing here? Are we just going to sit in the cabins? I said, listen, we're going to have like 2 or 3 cabins amongst 3 families. I said, the kids can just go watch TV and movies in one of the cabins. The adults can hang out in the other side of the cabin. But we're going to a cool place that actually has a lake, and we take the paddle boards. And so it'd be a lot more fun not to be stuck in the cabins. But here we are. When you make camping plans months ago, that's just what you get. Got to deal with the weather, right? Robert says, good morning, living these temps. Great porch weather. Perfect porch weather this morning. Wife just walked the kids to the bus stop. I went and said hi to them this morning. And you walk outside and you're like, gosh, feels amazing. Renee, ready for some fall and football, she says. Let's get that on it. There we go. Fall and football. And Katrina says, yes, football, yes, but not cold. Not cold yet. I'm not ready for it to get cold either. I don't want to have one of those seasons where we kind of miss fall. We go from hot to cold. Let's not do that. I'd rather have an extended fall. Let's just start fall now and really start graduating into some drier, slightly cooler temperatures. I'll take the low 80s any day of the week if the humidity is on the low side. Jamie, what's up? She says, bring on the pumpkin spice lattes. All right, well, it's the 13th, right? So we've got, 17, 18 days left. Doesn't it start like September 1st? Pumpkin spice latte. They may be out already. I've already seen Halloween stuff out, fall stuff out, of course. And lo and behold, before you know it, Christmas stuff is going to be out. Crazy. Yes, we do, Katrina. Cabins are nice. What's up, What's up, Kenny Vloggins? I love that. Kenny Vloggins. Linda, good morning to you. How are you? Yeah, ready for fall, pumpkin spice, sweatshirts, leaves changing, fall leaves. It is a good time of the year. I wish fall would last a little bit longer, not transition to the colder months quite so fast. But, summer sticks around for a little bit, the hottest temperatures anyways. Now we're starting to climb on down and get closer to those fall temperatures. But again, our average high still is upper 80s. It's still warm. But that's why it's nice. That's why I said taste of fall. Nice little taste of fall-like weather, because when the dry air moves in, we feel these morning temperatures and the evening temperatures that are nice and comfortable. Feels great, doesn't it? It's so nice this morning, says Melinda. Having coffee on my back porch while watching my hummingbirds. Ooh, nice. Yes, on the extended fall. Because sometimes you go to these football games and it's hot. Sometimes you go to these football games and it's cold. Porch. Love back porch living. It is so nice. We don't have any traffic issues here this morning, but Kimberly says, Witcher, let's dance. That's what she says. We've only got 2 national holidays today. That's it, just 2. Well, at least on this national holidays map, so let's talk about them. We've got National Prosecco Day. All right. Any mimosa drinkers out there? Prosecco. National Filet Mignon Day. My neighbor cooked us fillets the other day. He bought a couple of the family's fillets and New York strips. I don't know why, just because he wanted to be nice and share it with us. And he cooked them. He sous vide them. And then we had some leftovers. So 2 nights ago, the wife and I made steak sandwiches. So good. And the meat was he got it from a place called Simpson's or something like that. So good. So National Prosecco Day and National Filet Mignon Day. Gotta love those. We'll check back into the TIA cameras, make sure there's no accidents out there this morning. Nope, we're doing A-okay, but the current time is only 7:15. That's it. That's all we've got. I actually went to a restaurant last night, so we happened to talk over the weekend. My family and my neighbors, we were talking over the weekend and how there's this restaurant called Adopo. It's a pizza place in the old city, and it's amazing pizzas, by the way. So we had a chance to get out there last night. Look at my pizza that I got. Whoo, that was fresh. They make their sausage and they make their fresh mozzarella, pulled mozzarella. The mozzarella was amazing. Probably some of the best mozzarella I've ever had. Could use a little bit more sausage. Doesn't look like it's saucy enough, but I like a saucy pizza. And I told my wife last night, I was like, actually, believe it or not, it was pretty saucy. Here was my wife's pizza. So she got some prosciutto on there, some arugula. It was a white sauce pizza. It was good. And there's the friends we went with. There we go. So anyways, we had talked about it over the weekend, how you have to make you have to make reservations with this place. And so we made reservations 5 o'clock on a Monday night. 5 o'clock on the Monday night, but it's called a Dopo. Great little local restaurant, great pizzeria. And all they serve is pizzas, but you have to have a reservation. So get on Resi. If you're interested in something like that, check them out on Resi. It was so good, though. Let's see. Everyone plan on coming to Commonplace Coffee and Community Saturday. If it's raining, 9 to 1, sip and shop. I'll be set up inside. That's cool. Oh, there we go. Kat says, I love Prosecco and fillets. Ooh. Well, we're proud of you. You're doing a good job, Krista. Says you. You're doing a good job. What's up, Jorge? Good morning. My TV is back in my office after technical issues. Well, we've been there, done that, right? Let's do this, people, he says. Yes. That's right, Jorge. What's up? Welcome back to the program. So a solid little weather pattern on the way. Hopefully you're liking this weather pattern. It's been fantastic. I know Jorge's been joining late. I know some others have been joining late. Michelle from Wild Tree Lane says, love Commonplace. Great coffee and such nice people. Jamie, you all have a good day. You have a good day as well. Cheryl says, filet mignon's yummy. Yummy. So good. All right. So, yeah, we'll try to get some of these meet and greets. I'm still working on merchandise later on today. That's part of the goal. Some Witcher's Adventures still continue. I've got to, let's see. Got some folks coming to the house. Got our new couch being delivered today. That's good. Remember I told you my wife and I bought our first couch? Like, I feel like we're grown-ups now. We've been married for 16 years. Hey, listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? We had the couches. They work just fine. We've got kids. They destroy everything. So here we are. Hopefully they don't destroy the new one. It's going to be a gorgeous day today. Gorgeous day. So, of course, I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel. We are going to wrap up Wake Up with Witcher here this morning. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can always email me, mike@easttnweather.com. Make sure you check out some social media. Subscribe, share everything that you see on social. It really helps the platform out as it takes you to spread the word. And if you're new to the platform and don't have East Tennessee weather on your phone, go snag it. Download it today. Just search East TN Weather, like the orange TN. You can't miss it. With the white lightning bolt. It says Tennessee and it says weather all day long. I hope you have a chance to get out and enjoy some beautiful sunshine. It's going to be a fantastic one. All right, we'll see you back here tomorrow for Wake Up with Witcher. Have a great day, as I always say. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Thanks for checking in with your forecast updates. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher. We sure hope you've had a great week so far. Now, this beautiful weather trend continues. Really not a huge chance for a lot of rain until probably Friday time frame. Not a total washout this weekend, but we are talking about rain showers to set up shop and work their way on in. Let's talk about the almanac first things first this morning. We made it to 85 degrees in Knoxville, 80 in Crossville, 89 in Chattanooga, and 85 in Tri-Cities. So, yeah, a little bit below average. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot of rainfall over the last, more than a week now. And so by the end of this dry spell, we're probably going to be about 11 days or so because we're going to be dry probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday likely to be dry. And then Friday, we'll start to pick up some rain showers. So we'll talk about those rain shower totals coming up here in just a few minutes. But today we're going to make it to about 79 degrees by lunchtime. It's going to be another warm day, but another average day. We're going to have a few clouds hanging out with us. We've got some energy in the atmosphere moving its way in aloft in that northwesterly flow pattern. So I think it's going to bring us some mid-level clouds, but I don't think it's going to produce a whole lot of rainfall. Not a lot of actually moisture is going to make its way to the surface here. If we do see anything at all, it would likely be across, say, Unicoi County, Johnson County, maybe the higher elevations from Greene County points to the north and northeast. I think that's going to be about the extent of it today. Temperatures top out in the mid to upper 80s, low to mid 80s across the plateau, upper 80s to near 90 across the Southern Valley. We've got a little bit more humidity across the Southern Valley as well. And so that's going to allow for those heat index values basically south of Interstate 40 to be pushing close to the 90s. So something to kind of keep in mind. Therefore, south of Interstate 40, the heat stress kind of increases a little bit, but we're in the low category. 85 degrees by 6, 81 by 8. By 10 o'clock tonight, if you're out and about still, we'll be right around 75. 3-day forecast. We're going to stay in the average category, if you will. We're going to be in the upper 80s for your Wednesday, Thursday. Again, like today, I think we'll have a few clouds from time to time, but we're likely to stay rain-free. Dew points are going to stay on the dry side. And so that's that drier air. Now, dew points start to climb a little bit on Thursday, so you'll probably notice the mugginess a little bit more Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yes, it's going to be muggier. We're going to have more cloud coverage hanging out with us as this next little weather maker starts to work its way on in. So our next storm system by Thursday morning is going to go up into parts of Minnesota. That's going to dive its way to the south and southeast. So what I'm going to show you here is the futurecast accumulated rainfall as this energy slides its way to the south and southeast. So watch this. There's accumulated rainfall. You'll see how it just continues to pile up. Now, I'll stop the clock here at Friday morning. Notice that we'll probably have some rain showers across parts of the state, bluegrass state as well. Probably not a ton Friday morning, but that fills in throughout the day on Friday. And we'll have some scattered showers as we head into the day on Sunday as well. So when you break it down day by day, this takes us through Thursday, rain-free. We'll add Friday, Saturday to that mix. And again, we'll pick up about a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall and maybe a little bit early Sunday morning. But I think the storm system is going to start to exit as we get into our Sunday. So therefore, rain chances elevate Friday, Saturday, fade away Sunday, Monday. And that should be the story. So as I mentioned, we need the moisture. So we'll be sitting at about 11 days almost in a row of really dry, lackluster rain, which is not going to help with the drought situation that has improved and now probably worsen a little bit as well. So average temperatures over the next 7 days, average high is 88 dew points because they will climb as we get into our Thursday, Friday. Heat index values climb as well. So it is going to be a little bit hotter feeling to round out the week, but we're also looking at the rain showers to settle on in. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. If you want to stick around, we're going to be talking about the tropics right now because, well, we've got Tropical Storm Ernesto. This is a loop over the last 24 hours. You can see how Ernesto's kind of getting a little bit better organized from a cluster of thunderstorms in the Atlantic, now starting to get a little bit of rotation with that. And so, well, that's why we have a tropical storm, starting to take on tropical characteristics. So here's the latest path from the National Hurricane Center. Next weather update on this will be at 10 o'clock this morning. It's going to curve its way through the, northern Antilles right now, or lesser Antilles, the greater Antilles, and then curve its way towards Bermuda. Possibly Category 2, maybe a strong Category 2 before it makes its way towards Bermuda. So this is where we're going to see the greatest risk for some intensification, a stronger part of the storm system Thursday through Saturday as it works its way towards Bermuda. And the steering potential, well, you have big ridge of high pressure out across the northern Atlantic, high pressure across the continental U.S. So that's going to keep it away from us and allow it to curve around those steering winds as it works its way to the north and northeast. But again, stays out in the Atlantic Ocean, not really going to affect the continental U.S. All right, back at home as we take a look at the forecast for the 19th through the 23rd by the Climate Prediction Center. We're trending about average to maybe slightly below average weather. We'll see how that plays out, and I think that's going to be the case possibly from the 21st through the 27th. So definitely maybe nice solid average weather on the way. And believe it or not, kind of drier weather as well, which is, again, not good news as we head into some of the driest months. So stay in the know with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download from your app store. Just go search East TN Weather, all one word. Listen, it's everything you need to know for weather right here in East Tennessee. The watches, the warnings, the inclement weather. You get all the push notifications. You can watch the 24-hour weather channel, Wake Up with Witcher, and, of course, your daily forecast weather updates. I'm on YouTube, Roku TV, Amazon Fire as well. Go smash that subscribe button. We sure hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon.